hope you're ready. This is going to be exciting.
And the Indycar restart zone to go. Green flag is out and we're underway.
Just a few laps into this. Oh, the 37's getting loose. Oh, and he saves it. Oh, they're going 3 wide.
We've got a 5-way fight for the win of this race coming to 4 laps to go. He's gonna win it here in spectacular fashion.
Hello and welcome race fans to the land of the rising sun, Okayama, Japan for the Goat Locker Racing Lincoln Tech IndyCar Series on V-Speed. We've got some great racing lined up for everyone with 30 laps of open wheel greatness and the fastest cars in Goat Locker tonight. I'll be your host, Mike Browning, and I'll be sharing the booth with none other than Samuel Yosef. We got a good one on deck tonight, Samuel, and it's going to be a hot and slick one out there at a very technical track. And how do you see this one playing out?
Well, good to be here, Mike. And what I see is the return of Mario Jacob Ellis to the lineup tonight. And so with that, it's going to be a battle between first and second in the points, and nothing better than a technical track to see who really comes on top.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you see here, we got a track layout pulled up. We'll take a look at this really unique raceway. Okayama International Circuit is a 2.3 mile tight old school layout with 11 turns. There's S's, 90s sweepers, and a hairpin made for the riskiest of dive bombs. It's also one of the few tracks with an over-under bridge section, which is really cool and unique. And I'm just really excited for this one tonight. Hope everyone watching enjoys it as well. And we're actually getting down to the wire now. Only have 4 weeks left of racing before we crown a champion at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So it's a good way to start out the greatest time of the year for Indy fans, the awesome month of May. So, see here, we got Suzuka this week, Homestead next week, week after Canadian Tire, Long Beach, and then the season finale of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So, super exciting time of the year. I'm getting lined up to go to Indy, so I'm ready. I don't know about you, Sam, but I'm ready to get the month of May underway. Looks like we've got qualifying is finished up. We'll go ahead and get our GM Printing and Promotions Pole Award. Since forming in 2013, GM has contributed printing and promotional sponsorships for more than 60 local nonprofits with a primary focus on organizations that assist veterans, women, and children. They have been with the Goat Locker Racing family since the very beginning, local and veteran certified. When they do well, they do good in the community. And our Pole Award winner is none other than points leader Brian Prova with a 141.1. And right behind him is the infamous number 48 of Mario Jacob Ellis with a 142 flat. Coming in third, 19 of Leon Burgess, and alongside him, fourth place at a 143.2 is Matt O'Donohue. Fifth place, 69 of Christopher Hall. Lining up next to him is the number 16 of Jamie Libke. Seventh place, Wild Bill Molfeld in the 911, and eighth place, 94 of James Molyneux. Ninth place, we have Thaddeus the Impersonator Friel in the 98, and rounding out the back of the field in 10th. We got one more. 10th is number 1 of Rick Ravon. That is it. That's it for tonight. So I thought we had 11. I didn't learn how to count, I guess. All right, we've got a nice clear day, no rain in sight. That track temp starting off at 113 degrees Fahrenheit. In practice, I did see it as high as 119, so we'll see how that trends throughout the race. It's going to be hot, slick, and I'm seeing a lot of red sidewall tires off start of this race, so that could be one of those races where you want to get it done and get off of them real quick. Get a 30 laps tonight, like I said. Pit road speed 45 miles per hour. We have 3 sets of tires available. There's one fast repair, which we may possibly need tonight. This is a very tight track. It's really easy to catch a left or right rear tire on the grass, and those walls, as you can see coming down the long stretch here, they are very close. There's not a lot of room for a mistake.
Sorry about that, Mike. I had mic issues, so sorry to leave you hanging there.
Hey, we're running with it. As
All
you can
right.
see on the back of Provo's wing there, it says part-time pros. I think we're just part-time amateurs. So
Yeah, that's what happens when you're off out of the group for a week.
yeah, we get one bye week and we just go right down the crapper. All right, pace car is in.
And honestly, I'm looking forward to this battle with the cars coming up to the line. Green flag presented by Extreme Scoring is out, and the drivers are going down the line. I see Jacob Ellis and Provo having a head-to-head start, going to this fast left-hander. Who's going to be the bravest?
A lot
And
of
side by
side-by-side action.
Yep, still side by side between Provo and Jacob Ellis, really putting their arms out right now, and it looks like Jacob Ellis takes the lead. So Jacob Ellis reasserting himself as the dominant driver, but we'll see with this race how it's going to go for these drivers.
Nice clean start. Everybody single filing out through here. Jacob Ellis is going to want to get out front. He's going to want to get away quick. He's going to try and put as big a gap between him and Provo as he possibly can, and hope some of those newer guys behind him can make the pass and get a couple points in between them as well.
Definitely, and especially one of those new drivers, Matt O'Donohue. Donohue came into the league last race at Road Atlanta, showed some promising pace with his driving, but just inconsistent braking, inconsistent cornering, and it saw him out of the race with damage. So looking to see him bounce back this race.
He's off to a good start so far. He's up into 3rd place. A couple of new faces in there also. We have Christopher Hall. I haven't seen him here yet. And we did see Molyneux. He was at Road Atlanta, but he was involved in that first lap incident that involved quite a few drivers, and he just wasn't able to get back on it after that. But good to see some new faces and a couple familiar ones as well.
Definitely, and as we were looking at this, we're looking at Hall right now. There, I see a battle brewing between O'Donoghue and Burgess. And Burgess, another new driver that came in at Road Atlanta last week. I believe he took pole at Road Atlanta as well. It just pit strategy saw him fall back to 3rd place. So Leon Burgess really trying to put a foot down in this league right now and take over that 3rd place from O'Donoghue. But with this track and its small space to get through, it's going to be hard for him to get past.
Absolutely. 3/10 between Jacob Ellis and Provo, and you can throw a blanket over the next 3. It's some good tight racing, and it's a little bit one line through this track, but there are some pretty good passing zones. So see how these guys are able to manage that dirty air and set up some good passes here.
Yeah, definitely. And as we look through the field, we also have Molyneux, Mulfield, and Lipke battling between each other for 6th, 7th, and 8th place. And Lipke last race had an unfortunate end to her race with a car essentially ramping off her rear wing into a corner. So she had an early end to her race. So she's looking also to have a quick and easy race tonight as well.
Absolutely. I think that was Matthias. I did see earlier that he didn't have this track, so he wasn't able to show up tonight, which is unfortunate because he probably would have been right in that top 3 or 4 battle as well.
Definitely. And so the drivers are coming to the last corner. We got still have Mario Jacob Ellis in the lead
Sequence.
with
Oh, a little
Brian.
bit sideways there for Burgess on the outside. He
Track temp is definitely
kept him to
getting to
go.
these cars.
He was looking to that outside, and it looked like he just got in a little bit too hot and kind of cooked the tire and was able to save it. So good save for him. He's going to have to regroup here. He's got a little bit of time to make up.
And honestly, with this track being a road course, push to pass is available for these drivers as well. So we have the combination of a hybrid system and push to pass with tight corners and small track limits gives it's a recipe for close racing, and any punishment from any mistake coming from the drivers will be punished severely by the track.
Absolutely. And it's always funny. I think it's at the first lap or two, you don't have a push pass available. So we're on lap 3, and we got some takers already. Not too much, not a lot of push to pass to use, but they're on it.
Yeah, you can see already Provo is just used 7 seconds of his 200 just to try to keep within arm's reach of Jacob Ellis. But I'm sure the dirty air following Jacob Ellis through this track is affecting his downforce. So hopefully he may be waiting for a mistake by Jacob Ellis to make a pass, but he's trying to keep up with him so far.
Absolutely. He's right there. Looks like he is kind of content to stay there. He hasn't really made a move yet. He is very close, and I would think that if he was wanting to get around, he'd make that move pretty soon.
Yeah, I would agree as well. But this is has been not showing it, or no, Provo has been showing up, and
Yeah, I
Jacob
thought he was going to take a dive there into turn 1. He took a look for sure. Backs out a little bit.
was it me or did my screen freeze?
Might be having some little bit of technical issues. We'll get that sorted out for you, but got some very exciting racing up front. They are definitely putting a gap on third place. They've brought it up to nearly 3 seconds right now, so they are full push right now.
Yeah, this, like I said, this is first and second in the points, and they're really going at it, and leaving O'Donoghue and Burgess in the dust at the moment.
Yeah, they may have seen the pace that these guys are going at and just thought, maybe just do a little bit of tire save, fuel save, and try to pick up some time on track through pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I mean, watching these Indy cars go through Suzuka does kind of feel the same as F1, but maybe a little bit more difficult to control the cars through these corners, while F1 cars might stick a little bit more to the track.
Yeah. Like Rick here and looking to go 6th place, gets a little bit too far on the inside and steps out just a little bit. He's going to have to regroup here. But yeah, I agree with your take on F1. A lot more downforce, so they're going to be able to take some of these areas a little bit harder. But as you can see, there's full go right here as he goes to the inside on the little bus stop area.
Yeah, definitely. And Rick Ravon, our last season's champion, starting to come back into these races and not really looking. We got,
We got
go
a
ahead,
little
go ahead.
incident with Jacob Ellis there. Looked like he was a little bit slower on exit, so maybe he had to catch. Oh, he's still a little bit wide. He's trying to gather it back up here. Maybe a little bit off track, some dirty tires.
Yeah, like I said, this track, when you make one small mistake, it will punish you. There's no room for error on this track at all. I wonder if we'll be able to see what happened. Maybe it just went wide a little bit, but hopefully we'll see what happened. But Provo's in the lead now, and oh, Provo has a little Tokyo drift coming out that corner as well. So I'm thinking these alternate tires are really not liking the 112-degree track time.
Yes, I would agree, and it was a pass into turn 1 where Provo was able to get the lead, and I think Jacob Ellis was just a little bit too hot in and just had to get it corrected.
Yeah, so the exciting battle between Provo and Jacob Ellis is taking its turn. I'm not 100% sure when these cars will come down to pit road, but I'm sure it's in their heads right now. Who's going to make the first move down to the pits and get those fresh primary tires on, more durable primary tires on?
I'm noticing as we go around the track a lot of marbles, so there has been some off tracks. That's another thing these guys want to take into consideration is hot track, the speeds of this track. You get into some debris out there, and that could give you a little pucker factor for sure.
Yeah, and I'm looking back, and I think that came from Leon Burgess because Christoph Hall is now up into fourth place, and Burgess has fell down from fourth to fifth. So maybe Burgess had a little mistake because he was battling O'Donoghue for that third place position. So really, these drivers are struggling with these alternates now.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Ready
mean,
to get out there.
they're definitely slipping and sliding all over the place.
And it looks like we had our first driver to fall. It looks like Thaddeus Friel was disconnected. So unfortunate for Thaddeus, but we appreciate him coming out and driving out in the IndyCar series. But as we continue on, nine drivers on track. Looking back on this instant replay, coming through, coming through, Thaddeus just yeah.
After the S's section, coming into the hard right-hander and just
Ooh.
missed the braking zone by that much.
Yeah, there might be a little technical failure on his end because it just doesn't look like the brakes were able to set down. So unfortunate for Thaddeus right there.
Yeah, I
But
didn't get on Thaddeus for even coming out here. You know, he shows up in the truck series. I think next gen possibly. I can't quite remember what all he runs in, but you see him quite a bit, and this is probably something new to him. So good on him for coming out, putting in laps, and trying to make himself better in all different types of racing.
definitely, yeah, definitely getting that seat time is way important in the IndyCar series, which is a big shout out to the Indy Next series that you run on Thursday nights here at Go Locker as well. Perfect time to get in the car, learn how to run an IndyCar with the Lara IR15, I believe, which is a little
Yes.
bit less horsepower, but same feel when driving these Indy cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just at Long Beach Thursday. Got Long Beach coming up on the Indy schedule. It's try to make it so that you get some experience in the open wheels before you come out for the big boy cars, and it's just a lot of fun. And you came out, and I was glad that you put it into the wall a few times, so you didn't come out and beat me in my own series. That was much appreciated, and yeah, I'm 1-0 against you now.
Oh no. Yeah, I had a incident, or well, I'll just say it. Fiance said she needed something from me, so I had to leave. Unfortunate, but I will beat you next time.
You did say it was your normal day off, so I'll give you that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of good racing, and that, you know, whenever Rick shows up, Rick's winning. But I've gotten one. I'll take it. It's just me and Bill, but I will take it.
Definitely. And I'm looking around this field. Looks like Rick Raymond is starting to catch up to Christoph Hall, and I guess Leon Burgess got around Christoph Hall, so Burgess on the comeback, but they're having a quick, nice little battle right now. Only 4 tenths between them, coming down the straight. Yeah, and we're right on them right now. Burgess trying to hold off Christoph Hall. Christoph on the alternate tire. Yep. So they're both on the same tire strat, and really these drivers are just going at it, which I love to see.
Yeah, and after Leon's incident, he was 10 seconds down and behind Hall, and he is currently 12 seconds back. So he's not losing that much time. He definitely has speed, and he's maintaining fairly well along with what the leaders are running, even maybe just a slight bit quicker, maybe half a second quicker. So he's got lots of speed in that car.
Definitely. And I think the big thing.
Oh, Provo is off
Provo.
track.
Provo. Oh.
He's off track, and O'Donoghue is right behind him. See what happened here as he's coming into the this is the hairpin. Just pitches it sideways in the hairpin. Almost takes Jacob Ellis
Wow.
with him.
Great avoidance by Jacob Ellis right there.
And Provo did hit the curb fairly hard. You saw it kind of lift off the ground a little bit, so hopefully he doesn't have any damage. I know these cars aren't incredibly sensitive, but you never know when you can hit some random stuff here on iRacing and it'll give you some goofy damage. So hopefully it's all good.
Yeah, and really sucks because we're coming up on our first hit cycle of the race, and I know Provo did not want to give Jacob Ellis that lead that massive going into a pit run. So I know Provo's definitely going to be start thinking now, when does he pit? Does he pit a lap earlier or try to save a little bit more fuel? Or maybe he has been saving a little bit more fuel than Jacob Ellis as he was behind him. So pit strategy coming into play now. And O'Donoghue has also joined this battle as well, so being right behind Provo. So we'll see how the pit strategy comes out. And O'Donoghue had a podium on his first GLR sports car race, and I'm sure he really wants to get his first podium in the IndyCar series as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure this is not probably part of Provo's plan to try and come up with an alternative strategy to make up 4 seconds, but it should be fun to watch. That's for sure.
Definitely. So let's see on track. Where is Jacob Ellis? So he's coming down the long straight into 130R, and one of my favorite corners in all of racing, 130R, just straight, flat out need for speed. I think Fernando Alonso said he was able to go flat out against Michael Schumacher in that corner because he knew he had kids. So takes a lot of guts to go through that corner. And yep, Jacob Ellis comes into the pits first. So pit strategy is starting now, and Provo is right behind him. Does the top three
All
all
three.
comes into the
Ooh,
pits?
so Donahue got real squirrely coming in, but he pulls it together. Leon's going to stay out. Could be an interesting strategy. We're at lap 10, so we're only a third of the way through. So you see what their max fuel run is for sure.
Yep. So we're at 11 laps. 11 laps of fuel, and no other than Rick Ravon on the primary tires has saved an extra lap, maybe a fuel, which may bring the defending champion into this race if he's able to get on these alternates, or he might go to the primaries actually. I think. But the defending champion. Oh, did I say primaries? I don't know. It's a long day today. Sorry, but the defending champion Rick Ravon, he's been in 5th place all race, and now he's sitting in 2nd. Saved an extra lap of fuel, and if you remember Watkins Glen, saving those extra laps of fuel during the stint runs can net you a win.
Big lock up there into the hairpin, and he's going for it. He's got the tail hanging out. He is definitely on a push lap, so he could be coming in this lap.
Yeah, and he was the fastest on track last lap, so he's definitely turned up the pace now, knowing that he has an opportunity to take away a podium if everything goes right.
And I tell you what, if Rick Ray Vaughn starts from 10th, by the end of this race, we're talking about him for a podium or possibly a win. I just don't know what else these guys can do. I mean, that would just be insane. I hope he does it. Be great for TV, but man, that's just impressive. Some of the things that he can do.
Rick Ravon is probably the best teacher out here for IndyCars. He has taught me so much. So let's see if he comes into the pits. And yes, Rick Ravon does come into the pits. So he saved that extra lap. I see Jacob Ellis is coming into the final corners as well. So first place will get by. Let's see if we have 2 cars in pit road. So Jacob Ellis will assume the lead. Burgess and Ravon in the pits. Trying to see where Provo's coming down the straight, and Donahue's coming down the straight. So top 3 will get past. We'll see where Rick Ravon comes out of this.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, Burgess was about 11 seconds behind before pit stops. So it's right around there again, 11, 12 seconds, just like before. So not a lot of time gained or lost by any of the top drivers there. So keeping it close, keeping it consistent. That's probably going to be the main theme here tonight with the temperatures, style of track, and just, man, you see some of these shots where those walls are right there.
Definitely. And if we look at the current run that happened, the top three would run out on the last lap, while fourth and fifth, if they continue on the same fuel strategy, would have enough to finish the race. So fuel strategy is coming into play now. It may turn in their favor. It may not come out with anything, but I'm very happy to see what happens.
At some point, I think somebody's going to have to turn the map down to at least 2. Got to give up a little bit here, boys.
Definitely. And I guess we're looking through. Yep, everybody has pit. Only Leon and Rick and James Molyneux were the only drivers to extend by an extra lap. Rick Ravon going back on the primaries for his second run. Pretty much all drivers are on the primaries on their second run. Bill Mofield in seventh, only driver to take alternates to start his run as well.
Yeah, don't look now, Mr. Burgess, but there's a blue and white missile closing in on your rear. You can see it in these long shots here. He is hunting them down. Fresh tires. He is going for it.
All right, so go ahead.
Ravon here, coming into the first section of S's. Such a cool technical part of the track. You can gain a lot of speed, or you can end up beached out on the sand over there if you're not paying attention.
Do you want to get beached? I don't think you would want to get beached out here.
I don't. There's a section up here. I remember doing a GT race with a buddy of mine. Right there, that paint spot right there. Those yellow bales are not forgiving. I will go ahead and forewarn everybody to that. Oh, big wiggle on the curbs there. He looked like he got eye-sighted. Them quick hands, he managed to get it back together. Coming up into the hairpin here, hard braking, super tight left-hander.
Definitely. And he's really going on it. He's really trying to shoot birdie really out on the course right now. So in the honors of Masters Weekend this weekend. So trying to go get a birdie out here, but Rick Ravon just showing how it's supposed to be done, and he's chasing Burgess down right now. Wonderful. Well, actually, yeah, this next lap we will see what his time is, if he's faster than the leaders. Going through 130R, just flat out, just straight to the wall. Hard braking zones to the final 2 corners. Really have to clip that curb just to set up the car to clip the next curb, and then put the power down, going down into straight, run the car out wide, and then hit start finish. That is your lap in Suzuka. So Rick Ravon with a 142.775. He is faster than the leader and faster than third place. So he's really putting the speed down now, Rick Ravon.
Yeah, 3 times faster than the leader. Mario's probably trying to save that extra lap of fuel, so he's going to give up a little bit of time, but Rick is on it, and Brian is 2 tenths faster than that. So both of our resident professionals in the open wheels are getting after it.
So we're looking at the field now, and we got a battle for 8th place right now. Jamie Lipke and
Molyneux there.
Yep. Molyneux and Jamie Lipke going at it. Double J, Johnson & Johnson, really trying to get it. I don't know why I said that.
I did notice lap before we went on with Rick, I noticed that Jamie was down there, and that's not really a typical position for her. I wonder if maybe she had a little bit of an off track or a lockup, or maybe something happened in the pit stops. I mean, can check with her after the race, but she's got some speed too. She's starting to claw her way back. She's quite a ways back, so that's the only reason I'm thinking something happened to her, because it's not typical for her to be way back here. And she's got some lines. She's definitely closing in on Molyneux there.
Yeah, definitely. I think the big thing that Jamie Lipke wants is a clean race. Really, all that she needs. But she's going at it.
Look on the inside here in the hairpin.
That is close right there, talking about trying to go for a pass. But she's setting herself up for the straight, has push to pass, has the hybrid system, so she can really put the horsepower down. And I think she's going to do it. This is Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso, just like I talked about, who has the guts to go through 130R. And Jamie Libke shows who's boss to James Long now into the final corner.
Yeah, Jimmy was definitely on that push to pass, and I think Molino was kind of like, yeah, I got kids. I ain't doing this. I don't know if he's got kids or not, but
Well, I think what Fernando Alonso is true. If you want to make it through 130R, you got to forget about everything else. So Jamie Libke assumes 8th place. And
no, coming back on her. Oh, that was very close. Looked like Jamie went in just a little bit too hot and slammed the door on Molino there.
Battles all over the field. Burgess and Rayvon, Lipke and Molino. This is Suzuka. Just one mistake, and the driver behind can catch right back up. So Lipke trying to run away now. Hopefully not have any pressure from Molino, but great pass for that position.
Yeah, so and then it looks like Rayvon's got it to under a second to Burgess. Provo's closed in another second on Jacob Ellis. So yeah, there's just so much yo-yoing going on throughout the track.
Yes. Oh, we're looking at the battle.
Looked like Rick got a little two-wheeling going on there.
He wants to get past. It is critical for him if he wants to get to O'Donoghue in these next pit cycles, since he has that extra lap. It's critical that he gets past Burgess. Oh, Burgess
Pitches it sideways into the turn. Breaks it before he gets into the pebbles over there.
Well, look back at it.
Here. I think maybe Leon was looking a little bit too much in his rear view and just kind of overshot that corner, pitched it a little bit, almost saved it before backing it up. Quickly gets out of the sand trap.
Shades of Jack Doohan in the Alpine a couple years ago in Suzuka, trying something different. He might have been on the push to pass. He might have been on the hybrid, trying to get away from Rayvon. Got loose into the corner, counter steered, and that was the end of it. Good job by him, though, to save the car.
Great save.
So he could survive another day, but I guess the aura of Rick Rayvon, the past champion, is creeping up on these drivers, and it's the boogeyman coming down, trying to get a podium.
I'm telling you, I've been in that position where that white nose shows up in your rear view mirror and your heart rate goes up about 15 beats. It's he's an intimidating force.
Yeah, it's no fun when you're in front of Rayvon and he just slowly creeps up on you every lap, just a little bit faster, and there's nothing you can do to defend it. So, good job.
Any one of those, any one of those top 5. Well, let's say the top 8, 9 people in this race. I see them behind me. I'm getting a little nervous. I shouldn't be in front of you. What's going on here?
Yeah, so looking at the times now.
Oh, I see a lot of grass kicked up there. Somebody going off in front of Rick.
Yeah, just what I was just looking. It might have been O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue was a little bit slower that lap. He might be lifting, coasting right now, trying to save some fuel. Seeing that Rayvon was able to get ahead, he might have switched his map as well. Just going back on the instant replay, looking through O'Donoghue. No, I think everything was fine. Oh, we're going back to the front stretch actually now. O'Donoghue coming down the start-finish line. Did he just go too far wide out?
There was something there, but it's hard to tell. We're watching Rick at this point. Yeah, he's got a little bit too far out right. Yeah. So nothing too crazy, but could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it gave the track people a little free haircut for them.
Yeah, gives the ground crew something to do later.
Well, we're halfway through the race, and I guess we can talk about one of our sponsors for this race, Above the Yellow Line. I don't know about you, Mike, but I watch Above the Yellow Line all the time. Get all my NASCAR updates to Above the Yellow Line and anything motorsports. Above the Yellow Line is a dynamic team of motorsport content creators dedicating to producing motorsport content that's fresh, informative, and fun. They cover everything from F1, IndyCar, NASCAR, short tracks, and even iRacing, as you quote unquote, can see our podcast at the GLR podcast is also supported by ATY. Also, big shout out to them. They celebrate racing, its history, and enjoy every moment in between. And we couldn't be more excited to have them as a sponsor.
Yeah, really cool sponsor. I see scrolling through Facebook all the time, or diecast videos or the card videos pop up. It's really cool, kind of a grassroots effort in a media driven world. So cool to see her out and about and doing all the things that the whole Above the Yellow line does.
Yeah, they honestly, if I miss a NASCAR race, I just go to their channel at the end of the night after a race and just get all my news and updates through them. So big shout
Well,
out to.
you don't want to
Whoa!
miss this right now because Provo has closed in on Jacob Ellis, and Jacob Ellis almost did the exact same thing that Provo did in the hairpin. Pitched it sideways, got it collected, and back after it, but Provo is on the charge.
Provo is looking like he doesn't care about fuel saving. He wants that win. He is the points leader. I think there's only 86 points between Jacob Ellis and Provo right now. So it's coming down to the wire going into these last final races. And Provo wants that championship with how close it is right now.
Yes, 7 laps ago, the gap was about 5 or 6 seconds, and it is at 5/10 right now.
Wow. Yeah. He is not fuel saving at all. I know Donahue is fuel saving a little bit, but yeah, Provo, looking at the times, Provo 142.7. He is putting down fastest laps right now in this race. So Provo is really wanting this win now.
Yeah, Mario's last lap was a 144.6 with that little bobble. Kind of wonder if maybe he had another bobble in between there to lose 2 seconds, but man, they're bringing it in for a heavyweight battle here.
And what do you do if you're Jacob Ellis, Mike? Like, would you be fuel saving? I know he has the experience around IndyCar to know what to do with these cars since he works with them, but what would you be thinking with Provo pretty much pedal to the metal right now?
Well, for me, honestly, it'd be hit your marks. I mean, like he just had a little bit of a bobble, heat up the tires a little bit, hit your marks. But honestly, if I was in that position, panic, just sheer panic. Probably find a wall. That'd probably be how it would play out for me.
Come on, man! You're downplaying your abilities, man. You're a better racer than that. I mean,
I've been chased down by Provo. I know this feeling, and it's not a good one.
no,
He is on it. He's coming up along the inside, coming as his
buddy.
yard. And
I think the push to pass was on right there.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just run my strategy and not worry about the giant, bright gold car.
And it is an eagle. Oh,
And
we're
Pro
going
dips
into the pit.
in.
Early pit.
That is an early pit stop.
Early pit for Provo. So was he burning so much fuel, or is this an undercut? Not really getting the call. I think he would have had maybe 1 or 2 laps left. So will he have enough for the end doing this?
That's a shock to me. I thought for sure he would, the way he was going, that he was just going to put in some burners and try and get as big a gap as he could. But man, we're gonna see how this plays out. This is gonna be fun.
You know what? I think this is our first time here at Suzuka in the GLR IndyCar series, and honestly, with the battles and everything and the strategies going on, it's turning out to be a fantastic race to watch right now.
That's what I love about this group and this series. They'll just randomly throw out a random track that nobody's raced at together before. You got different fuel loads, and you got the track temp. Excuse me. Nobody really knows what to do, so we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. It makes for really good racing.
Yeah, so I think the biggest benefactor right now is Rick Ravon coming into P3. He is in the podium positions. He did save that extra lap. So what will happen? Provo has a 12-second deficit to third place, and he definitely needs to save fuel. I think he's going to be 2 laps short if he was to go all out. But we're looking at it, and Jacob Ellis doesn't pit. So he pits early, and Jacob Ellis continues on. So does the gap decrease or does the gap increase? Provo did take primary tires on his pit stop.
I'm shocked. I don't know what's happening. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what's going on. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh man, this is really really a great way to end the week out on a Saturday. Watching these battles come out, Jacob Ellis, looking at his time, he ran a 146, so he's turned the map. I think he's turned his map mode down. He's saving fuel now.
Yes.
Jacob
yes.
Ellis wants an extra couple laps and maybe get out ahead of Provo. O'Donoghue has come down into the pit, so O'Donoghue is the second car of the top 3 to take that pit. Rick Ravon moves up to second, so things are starting to work out for Rick Ravon.
Yeah,
he is really
Rick's
doing
last
it.
lap was 3.2 seconds faster than Mario's last lap. He saved that lap of fuel already. If he stays out another lap here, he's good to go, and he's going to go full rich to the end. And man, it's going to be good.
Yeah, the gap is going down. It was at 12 seconds. It's down to 7.7, and really, the fuel saving by Jacob Ellis, I understand what he's doing, but might have been a little bit too late. Rick Ravon has at least 2 more laps if he's been doing what he's been doing, and it might turn. If this turns out into a Rick Ravon win, I will be shocked. What a comeback for the current champion of our series right now.
Yeah, you got to wonder those first 6 laps when Mario and Brian were just slugging it out, walking away from the field. Did that hurt them? And here comes Rick.
Oh, everything I said does not matter because the leader and second place are into the pits. So no
Rick
black
did have
flags.
a little bit of a late lock there. He did get a black flag for too fast entering at Road Atlanta, so hopefully he didn't make the same mistake.
And it looks like Provo is going to be out in front. What will be the gap? Provo cannot run 142s all race. Maybe he can, and maybe I'm wrong. But there is no way, if how the trend has been happening, that Provo can maintain this gap through. O'Donoghue takes back his 3rd place. Rick Ravon is only 7/10 behind. Or actually, no, 2 seconds. About 2 seconds behind. So the battle for the podium position, O'Donoghue and Ravon, is going to heat up. And Rick Ravon has those alternates. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Can you throw a little bit more excitement in, Mr.
I don't
Ravon?
know. The alternates and everybody else in the primaries, it is pedal to the metal now. He is going for that albatross. Another Masters reference if nobody can understand that. I'm sorry. It's the Masters. I enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it with me too.
You always got to throw something out there that, just nobody knows what you're talking about but you.
He locked up! Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm watching Rick, and he's going for it. He locks up that corner.
Well, I was just going back. I did notice through all that excitement of the pit changes or the pit stops and the lead changes and all that, Christopher Hall did have a little bit of an off track, lost his rear wing, and he is now 2 laps down. But great start for him. Hope to see him back.
Yeah, it also looks like he disconnected, so maybe he just felt that it wasn't worth the repair. So unfortunate. So coming through, is this? This looks like O'Donoghue. Am I incorrect?
I believe Halls was in turn 1.
Okay, so we're coming down the straight start-finish line. See what happens here. Well, I think we couldn't find it. She left so quickly that iRacing didn't want to register it. So, okay.
Yeah, it was right there through where Rick just went through. He backed it in. You can see the dirt in the background there. Just backed it into the fence, and then I think he didn't know the rear wing was off, or it stepped out on him, and he was stuck in the middle of the track. So I think he just got out of it. Not to be in anybody's way, but we got some action going on here with Molyneux. Doesn't know which way to go. Trying to stay out of the way.
Oh
Oh, that was very
man.
close. Very
Oh
close
man.
again.
Woo.
Ooh, Molyneux's just trying to. Please don't let me hurt your race. Please don't let me hurt your race.
Man, man. That definitely hurts Rick on his chase for that podium. He was 2 seconds behind. Now he's 4 seconds behind. So gonna have to pick up the pace if he wants to catch back with O'Donoghue. But he's not out the woods just yet.
He's got 8 laps to do it, and this race is flying by.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to feel safe, so he's gonna run his 142s that he was running. Might be a little bit faster now that he has alternates. He might be running maybe high 141s, which would definitely be outstanding pace for this track.
Absolutely.
So looking through this, we're going through. The drivers are coming through the start finish. So let's check on last lap times. Provo 142.8, Jacob Ellison 143.1, O'Donoghue with a 44.0. So I don't know how he's doing it, but if he's able to stay out in front running 142.8s, Provo with the undercut has done the masterclass with this field.
Yeah, and he's only got a 10-second lead, so I wouldn't see how there's any way possible that he would get enough of a gap that he would be able to take a splash and go and still be in the lead.
So we'll see on that, but man, I love Provo's paint, and you know who else can do paints for us? Mike.
I was thinking about that the other day. Harpoon Designs.
Yep, Harpoon Designs,
I
Brantley
got
and
one.
there you go. Brantley and the guys at Harpoon Designs are the undisputed #1 ring studio on training paints when it comes to car designs. Hitting the track, you shouldn't just be fast, you should also look the part. They're celebrating 10 years of elite digital liveries over at Harpoon Designs. They are the industry standard for detail and creativity when it comes to iRacing paints. Don't settle for just a basic scheme. Have the best in the business. Have Harpoon Designs wrap your car today. Visit Harpoon Designs on Trading Paints or head over to their website at harpoondesign.com today and join the team of excellence at Harpoon Designs. And as I said that, I did see Provo, or was that Jacob Ellis? Jacob Ellis had a little mistake going to the last few corners, so just playing into the hands of Brian Provo right now with his lead. Looking back on the replay, coming through 130R, carrying so much speed, he probably is on his hybrid and push to pass just to start catching up. And maybe did he do a lockup? Just went a little bit too hot. Hits the corners. Just a little bit off, but it is what it is. He's back. He's still alive. He's still hunting for that win. And the times were even that last lap, so Provo might be starting to feel safe now.
100th of a second
Well,
on that
hear me
last
out.
lap.
Hear me out. Hear me out. He was a 142. Now he's a 143. So he's slower, right?
He is slowing down. The first and second are fairly even. Even Donahue's running a really good lap. He was about half a second faster than Rick that last lap. So maybe that little hiccup that Rick had with Molyneux in that tight section, he's just content to stay here and see what happens. But man, anything can happen in 6 laps.
Yeah, anything can happen. I'm really interested to see Provo's feel. I wish we could see that because he came in. I'm looking at it. Yeah, he came in at the same time as he did on his first run. So maybe no, he would still be 2 laps short if he was doing the same. So this race is wide open right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's up for grabs. Even Donahue, he's not that far behind Jacob Ellis. The first, besides Provo, second, third, and fourth are fairly even spaced. Yeah, it's just gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Coming across the line now, 142.9 for Provo, 143.5 for Jacob Ellis, and 145.3 for Donahue. So top three's not really putting their foot to the gas and trying to catch up to Provo. And Rayvon is running just as fast as the top second place and third place. So as they are not really closing the gap, Rayvon's starting to close the gap on the top three or top two, last 2 cars in the top 3. And I don't know if Molyneux is kind of giving him that boost, having that car behind him might be giving him a little bit of anxiety and trying to run as fast as he can away from that car as well.
Yeah, impressive for Molyneux to be able to sit there and hang with him. Maybe he's just had a couple little mistakes and some off tracks or something that's kept his speed hidden back in the bottom of the order there. Oh, big lockup and another. Oh my goodness, he about locked it up right into the back of
Oh
him.
no, no. Oh.
That's the commentator curse on me. Sorry about that, Mr. Molyneux.
Rick Ravon coming in, locks up his tires a little bit. Mondo coming in right behind, sees the lockup and locks his tires up, trying not to hit Ravon and ruin a race. And good avoidance by him, but unfortunate that spin's going to cost him. Uh, Luckily, there is no cars behind chasing him, so he can get right back on track and uh, go about his merry way.
Yeah, Bill's next car up for Molyneux, and about he's quite a ways back there now. And maybe that's what he's trying to do: latch on to Rick, learn something, and try and catch back up to Bill at the end there. But it's still there. He's maybe a little bit bigger in Donahue's rear view, but he's holding his own.
Yeah, definitely. He's holding his own. O'Donohue has been running decent lap times. I know he's trying to fuel save a little bit. Really wants that podium, and with Rick Ravon having no concern for fuel saving at all, I know it's on the back of his mind to just try to keep Ravon ahead while fuel save, which is a hard task to do.
Yeah, and I don't remember off the top of my head what tire Rick was on for that second stint, but this could be his first stint on the Reds, and this is about that time when
Ellis! Sorry, I just saw Jacob Ellis spin.
See that? Yeah, I see a red and yellow car getting a little bit closer into our group of two there.
Yeah, Jacob Ellis coming to this corner is just the infamous take your car out today corner. Comes into just a little bit hot, and with this hot track, the rear end just does not like it. Saves it, but not helping with his chances of winning this race.
Yeah, the Tokyo Drift turn has caught quite a few out today.
And that's Bill Mulfield behind. I thought it was Molyneux again, so I was like, oh, I hope it doesn't affect Molyneux. But no, Bill Mulfield is right behind. And you know what? Shout out to Bill Mulfield. Having a quiet race tonight and just showing once again the consistency. Over in our sports car series, Bill Mulfield in the GTPs has been getting better race after race after race. And I was in a battle with him this week in GTP. So Bill Mulfield, shout out to him. Great progress. Love to see him out here. Please, I'm not trying to give him a commentator's curse as I see his car go out a little bit. So, Bill, we love you, but we don't want you to die on track right now. So good to see him out on track tonight.
Yeah, and Bill's one of those Ironman type guys. He's here week in, week out. I think he's in 5th or 6th in points in this series, and I know he's in 3rd points.
Oh no, Jacob Ellis!
Hey, there's some smoke. Wow, that Bill barely got by. The other 2nd or 3rd and 4th are going to be coming right up on him. They are right there.
Oh, I mean, huge implications for the championship. Huge implications for this race. O'Donohue and Ravon smell blood in the water now.
And that is that one small piece of curb and paint that catches so many people. It is throw a blanket over them.
It's there. The battle for 2nd and 3rd is on. Ravon on the faster tire sees these two cars struggling on the primary tire. They're also fuel saving. So who knows who's going to finish where? But the battle and the excitement is here now. Yeah,
I think Provo has plenty of space now. He can back it down if he wants to. He just turned to 144, so that's 2 seconds slower in his last lap. He's going to be on fuel save. These guys are not. Another lockup from Jacob Ellis. Donohue right up to the rear wing.
Provo in the pits. Provo in the pits.
No way.
Provo is in the pits. He did not have enough fuel. I knew it. No way he could save. So Provo.
He is going to come out right alongside. Yeah, and Donohue just clears him. Oh man, now he's going to be full gas. These guys are going to be on hot tires, old tires.
four-way battle for the lead. Mike, I did not expect to see this type of battle here
I knew
tonight.
this was going to happen. We all knew this was going to happen. It's just right.
So
Am I the only one that thinks
I honestly didn't. I thought
there's no
it was
way.
going to be a
No way
two-way
any of us
battle.
saw
So
this
four-way
coming.
battle, I'll take it. I love to see it in here at the Lincoln Tech IndyCar Series. Mario Jacob Ellis
Provo-
somehow is still in the lead.
Yeah, Provo is going to be looking to get around O'Donohue because Mario is starting to separate himself a little bit. Might see some pretty high aggression here.
Yeah, and we have a lap car in front of these, so if that lap car doesn't get out the way, it's gonna hurt Jacob Ellis. That dirty air coming on his wing. Provo, he doesn't have fuel concerns right now. Matt's still trying to save fuel, so he's pushing. He's gonna put his nose there where he wants. I don't know. This is great. I love seeing this battle out. And Rick Raybon, we forgot Rick is here.
Rick has shown up to the party. He is ready to crash somebody's parade. I mean, this is crazy. And the lap car is Bill Molefield. He's going to be solid. He's not going to make a mistake. Oh, going to the inside. Big move.
130R. Woo! That is called, I don't even know what to call that. That is balls right there.
Big lockup from Rick behind. Still gets a good run.
Ooh,
Lose
Rick
a
a
little
little
bit
bit
there.
wide on the exit of the last corner, so he's going to lose some time.
And now Provo has his sights set on Mario Jacob Ellis. He sees him in the front. He's going to chase him down.
Well,
He's going to try and put a stamp on
Oh,
the
Jacob
championship.
Ellis!
Mario Ellis is out.
no!
Big slide
No!
through turn one. Seen that a couple times. Mario's going to pull in right behind Rick. Gets it saved up. He's going to have very hot tires. Don't make another mistake. That's all you got to do. You just got to salvage at this point.
No. Well, there we go. Suzuka showing its teeth. Jacob Ellis is still not out of it. He's right behind Rick, but it doesn't look good for his podium tonight. So that battle for second and third is still heated up. But Provo, he pitted. He was short. The drivers ahead were able to save fuel, but it looks like Provo might run away with
O'Donohue
it.
was up on the curbs there too. He got super wide coming out, and Rick's going to have a run.
Oh!
Oh my gosh. You can't get any closer than that.
These drivers are showing their warrior spirit right now. Great avoidance by Rayvon and Jacob Ellis going through that corner. I'm surprised nobody got hit.
Yeah,
Provo
Provo's checked out.
Provo might not make it. Oh no, Provo will make it. I was looking at Donahue. He's coming up on his last lap of fuel, I think, based on his previous run. So this last lap, white flags.
Ellis to the outside, looking to the inside on Rick. He's got him. He's going to go 2 for 1.
Oh,
Big lockup pushes him
no!
wide. Oh, and Rick is stuck.
Oh no. And okay, so just to recap, we're looking at the replay. Jacob Ellis going on the inside, and they're side by side, but he just locks it and goes right into Ray.
I think all 3 of them locked up right there. I think Mario.
And somehow in that, Donahue gets a black flag for incident points in that same sequence. So 2 cars with 2 race-ending incidents on the last lap. Donahue gets a black flag, so he's going to have to serve it. It's just, I don't know, but it is the white flag presented by Glove Station. Somehow Brian Provo is still in this.
This has been one of the best races I think we've had all season long. Absolutely epic battles throughout. Just guys pushing so hard, pushing themselves into mistakes, which is super uncharacteristic of all of these guys. None of those guys end their own races. I mean, this is crazy. The intensity of the championship, the track, all of it. This is great.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the incident. I think he got that black flag. Was it an off track or a 4X? Because I'm seeing 4X on my thing right now, and he might have gotten net code from that Rayvon and Jacob Ellis incident. But let's go to our leader coming across the start finish line. Brian Provo showing who's boss to the rest of the field comes across here at Suzuka to take the win. and have a dominant grip on the championship lead.
And I don't know if we'll have to ask him in the interview. Gripped it how he wanted it, or was there a little bit of luck involved? Because man, that played out perfectly into Ryan's hands, and I don't think anybody could have seen that coming.
And I would not be race control right now after that after that last lap incident. Really wouldn't want to be race control in determining what happened. So unofficial results right now as the last of the lead lap drivers come across. Provo, Jacob Ellis, Burgess with the top three. We'll actually, yeah, we have the results here. Provo, Jacob Ellis, Burgess with the top three, and Donahue with his black flag unfortunately falls to fourth. Rick Ravon with his incident with Jacob Ellis falls down to fifth. Jamie Lipke starts in sixth, finishes in sixth, so great race for her. Bill Mulfield coming out in seventh, James Molyneux in eighth, and then our two DNFs for the night, Christoph Hall and Thaddeus Frio. Unfortunate for them, but Mike, I think it was a great race.
It was epic. That was the best race I've seen so far this season. Absolutely awesome.
Definitely. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come right back with the interviews with the top three.
A thriving job market and low cost of living, plus a wide range of veteran benefits, make Indiana the perfect place for veterans of the United States military to call home. InVets can help you find that home. We're an organization started by veterans to help former service members transition to civilian life in our state. InVets can help you find the community with the career opportunities, housing, schools, and amenities that fit your lifestyle. To learn more about InVets, visit us at invets.org today.
Superior quality, ultimate protection, and the highest level of craftsmanship. We make our gloves for the hard worker that wakes up every morning and gives 110%. You deserve the highest quality protective gear that's going to work for you, day in, day out. We know it can be tough deciding what companies to trust for your hard-earned money. It's all in our name. We've mastered our craft to help you master yours. We make our gloves rugged, durable, and designed for you. Whatever the job is, we have you covered. We are your glove station.
Welcome back, everyone. We're about to do our podium interviews with the drivers after we all took a nice breath, changed underwear, shirts, everything. Brian, welcome in. I don't know what it looked like from your view, but from ours, that was absolutely insane. Did that play out exactly how you wrote it up, or was that chaos for you as much as it was for us?
Let's say I wouldn't say exactly how I wrote it up, but it worked out in those last few laps. I knew there's 2 or 3 guys saving fuel the whole time, and I know Mario's like flipped his strategy. I think halfway through it saved fuel in that second stint. That was how I was able to kind of catch him and pass him before I pitted the second time. But I just stuck with I'll just take the splash at the end because the pit lane's not too slow. And I was right at the end, just hopefully no mistakes there at that last stint, which was, good there. But yeah, I mean, that just kind of committed to that strategy and just kept looking at their times and just try to lay fast, consistent laps the whole time. Those 2 second and third stint to hopefully come out, obviously there's 4 of us within, a second and a half at one point, right as they came out. So that was spicy. And that was fun at the end for sure.
Yeah, I think spicy is a little bit of an understatement. That was a little bit of a Carolina Reaper situation because you came out, all 4 of you were in the same camera shot, and that was some epic racing, and we appreciate it up here. I'm sure everybody at home did too. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, obviously, thank you guys for sticking around and watching and helping out with the broadcast. I know the families that watch at home love that, and and obviously thank Lincoln Tech, the sponsor for the series for the past few seasons. Couldn't do this without them. Save 22, Indiana Department of Veteran Affairs, InVets, and then above the yellow line, and then of course Goat Locker, as Goat Locker Racing, for supporting all of us and getting us all together and racing every night of the week.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate you coming out here and putting on a good show and pretty much solidifying your spot at the top of the championship points. So can't wait to see what you bring next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. That was Brian Provar, race winner.
Wow. So, Mike, I have official announcement from Race Control and the series director. So Mario Jacob Ellis finished second, but he received a black flag for avoidable contact for that collision at the end of that race. So second place is now going to be going to Matt Donahue. His black flag was rescinded due to netcode, so he won't have to serve his black flag. And Leon Burgess is going to be in third place, rounding out the podium. So drama at the end, but let's bring in Matt Donahue into the booth. Matt O'Donohue, Sam Yosef, do you hear me?
How's it going?
So, Matt, crazy end to that race. Race Control came down and gave a black flag to Jacob Ellis for his contact with Rayvon at the end and rescinded your black flag due to netcode. So you have now assumed second place finished here in the Lincoln Tech IndyCar Series. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good, actually, to be honest. I mean, I completely messed up the strategy of that race compared to everyone else. I think others probably deserve to be here more than I do, but I'm happy I'm here.
Definitely. It looked like you were trying to save fuel, and then that battle between you, Rayvon, and Jacob Ellis really pushed you to figure it out. So glad to see you get your first podium. Mike, I don't know if you have any questions for him.
I don't really have any questions, but man, that was an awesome race. You guys put on one hell of a show, and I can't thank you enough for joining this league and just throwing yourself right in the top. We appreciate it. The whole league appreciates it, and all of our viewers at home appreciate it too. So thank you for being here, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's very fun second race I'm going, so definitely going to continue coming, and hopefully the field grows a little bit, because I mean the racing we shot on tonight and put on a proper show. So
definitely. So who do you have to thank for your second place here tonight, Matt?
So I'd like to thank Jam Printing and Promotions, Lincoln Tech, V-Speed, Alexander PC's Cruising Classics, GTR Simulators, and Angler Racing, my team, and PJ for cheering me on and kind of being the race engineer for this race.
Well, we appreciate you being here, Matt, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it.
Well, that was Matt Donahue. Let's bring on Leon Burgess. I'm sure he's shocked at what's happened as well. Leon Burgess, Sam Yosef, do you hear?
Going on.
Leon, yeah, hello to you. Well, crazy end to Suzuka. You did finish in third place, and there was a late race penalty due to the front cars ahead of you getting into something. So you solidified yourself with the podium. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, pretty good, I suppose. I didn't really think I was going to get anywhere near it for a while. I was kind of nowhere, saving a lot of fuel and not really getting anywhere, but a few spins probably didn't help, doing dumb things when the dog jumped on my lap, which didn't help much. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really see what went on at the front. I haven't had a look yet. I'll watch it back and have a bit of a look, but it sounds like it got pretty mad there at the end.
Yeah, it did get mad, but we appreciate you being here out tonight. Great racing by you. You kept it clean pretty much all race. Who do you have to thank for your third place tonight?
I've obviously got to thank Lincoln Tech for putting the series on, as well as obviously iRacing, MK5 Design, Sim Motion, Harpoon Designs, Zat Graphics, and yeah, I believe that's it. I believe I'm good to go. So thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Another great week.
Definitely, on. We appreciate you having here, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, mate.
Well, Mike, I don't know what to say, but what an ending. I'm glad we had this race tonight.
I mean, for a new track on the circuit, or new track on the schedule, a circuit that Indy doesn't go to a lot to, it had everything that we could have asked for. Great racing, great strategy, a little bit of controversy at the end, but the race control figured it out. We've got our final racing or finishing order, and I just, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at it, I just got told that actually Leon did pass Matt at the line fair and square. So Leon's going to get promoted to P2 while Matt still keeps his podium, but he'll be on P3. So it looks like Race Control is going to have a nice report after this race. But looking at the Season 2 schedule, we're at Suzuka. We're going to Homestead. So oval racing next week. Can't wait to see that. I love Homestead. Miami, here we come.
I mean, we've got these guys put on a hell of a show tonight. Can you imagine what it's going to be like next week? Oval racing, always super tight. It's going to be close. You know, lead changes, position changes all over the track. I can't wait.
Well, Mike, I think we could close it out. Well, for everyone here at the Lincoln Tech IndyCar Series, all of our sponsors, Invets, ATYL, Harpoon Designs. My name is Samuel Yosef. His name is Mike Browning. We got Skylar in the booth giving us all the cameras provided by Dougie Beard. It's been a great night, and I hope to see you guys next week.